13th happy birthday to Taurus. I have my morning tea. I hope you do as well. I'm going to jump right into it. I have 13 decks here, and I choose who gets to speak because they're all very talkative by using a normal playing card deck. And the first business of today is getting that happy birthday reading in, so I'm going to do that. So happy birthday, Taurus. Happy birthday, Taurus. Happy birthday, Taurus. How's your birthday going to be? What's the birthday message today? Let's find out. Queen. Beautiful. So that's 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And those of you who are joining, you are here at the perfect time. And I'm here to do drawings for people with perfect timing. So if you just drop your question in the chat, I will get back to you after this reading. There we go. 1, 2, and 3. So our birthday message is: beneficial beliefs feel better when I think them. There are things in your environment that you believe match what you want. And there are all kinds of things in your environment that you believe that defy what you want. How would you ever sort them out? How do you know the active beliefs within you that serve you well and the active beliefs that do not serve you? How do you know the beneficial beliefs from the detrimental ones? The beneficial beliefs feel better when you think them. The detrimental ones feel worse when you think them. So, happy birthday. Feel better. Just feel better. You can determine which beliefs are good by feeling good while you feel them, and the not so good thoughts when you don't feel good when you feel them. Alright, so that was the happy birthday reading. And I'm going to put this deck away, but don't go too far. I have 13 decks, and they all have a lot to say. And I pick which deck gets to speak by pulling from a regular playing card deck. But I'm going to have some tea and check chat. So please drop your questions in chat, and I'll get to you. But not this tea. This tea is too hot. I'm going to have some off-screen tea here. Oh, hello, Psychic X-Tick. And they say, hi, lovelies. Hello, Psychic. Welcome. Welcome. And feel free to drop your question in the chat if you like. You have popped in with perfect timing, and I'm here to do readings for people with perfect timing. And I'm going to let you guys think about your questions, and I'm going to get to the next subject here, which is the Dream Bridge. But don't worry, I'll get back to chat after this reading. Alright, so what is our Dream Bridge? Our Dream Bridge is whatever dream you had last night. This reading is to help you figure out what that meant. What more details do you need for that? That's what this reading is for. Your dreams last night, or dreams you've been thinking about recently. King. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Money and the Law of Attraction cards. Okay. This is the Dream Bridge details on your dreams last night. Let's see if we can give you more details on those. The Dream Bridge. The Dream Bridge. Come back. Come back. Don't do that. Don't get sassy on me. There we go. Okay, and our Dream Bridge is not that card. That's the what's it called? That's the introductory card for the deck. Jeez. So, Dream Bridge is, I can deliberately choose to feel better now. Not only does the thought you are choosing right now attract the next thought and the next, and so on, it also provides the basis of your alignment with your inner being. As you consistently and deliberately think and speak more of what you do want and less of what you do not want, you will find yourself more often in alignment with the pure positive essence of your own source. And under those conditions, your life will be extremely pleasing to you. So Dream Bridge is, I can deliberately choose to feel better now. Lovely. Nice. So that's what your dreams were trying to tell you last night. So I'm going to put this deck away, but don't go too far. I have 13 decks, and they all have something to say. So I choose which deck gets to speak by using a normal playing card deck. But I'm going to take a break, and I'm going to have some tea, and I'm going to check chat. So if you have any questions, drop your question in the chat, and I'll get to you. But this tea is still too hot. I'm going to have cooler tea this off screen here. Okay, so tea. Okay, Psychic says, may I please know if there's anything I still haven't addressed before I can move on into the next chapter of my life, please? Thank you very kindly. Yes, I will give you that reading. So let me see how to phrase it to the cards. Psychic says that definitely resonates. I've learned a lot of info in the last few weeks about situations I've been in, and I've been purging a lot of energetic and mental weight I've been carrying. I'm very happy you have that mental weight. Don't carry it. Just bury it. The earth will take care of it. And then you can focus on better things. There are better things out there. I'm going to get you that reading. If there's anything I still haven't addressed before I can move on to the next chapter of my life. So, is there anything Psychic needs to address? Is there anything that Psychic needs to address in her life, in their life, before they move on? Is there anything in Psychic's life that needs to be addressed? Is there anything in Psychic's life that needs to be addressed? Number 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Of course, the crows have something to say. Crow deck. Is there anything that Psychic needs to address before they can move on? It's a nice shuffle. Is there anything else that Psychic needs to address? Is there anything that Psychic needs to address? It's a good one. Mischief. Mischief is what Psychic needs to address. And let's see what that is. It's 31. 31. 31. Mischief. Crows and ravens have a penchant for pulling tails, dog tails, cat tails, cow tails, even other bird tails. If it has a tail, a crow will feel compelled to pull it. It appears that some may be doing this to distract the animal, but other times it's purely just to get a rise out of the other creature. Mischief indicates an annoyance. Nothing detrimental, just a situation that causes a bit of short-lived grief. You may be the target of someone's delinquency or bad behavior. This card may also indicate that you need to add some innocent mischief or passion into your life. So, by this card, I don't think there's anything life-changing that is derailing you. It might be something that's annoying. There might be little things that annoy you, but nothing right now that you need to address specifically. Alright, I hope that reading helped you. Definitely. And I am putting this deck away, but don't go far. I have 13 decks, and they all have a lot to say. And I choose which deck gets to speak by using a normal playing card deck. And I'm going to take my tea break and check chat. So if you have any questions, please drop them in the chat and I'll get back and I'll get to you. Tea. And Psychic says, thank you very much for that. I'm very glad to hear confirmation I've purged essentially everything impactful. Enjoy your tea. I will enjoy my tea. It's very yummy. And I hope you're enjoying your tea and or coffee as well. So if you have any more questions, you may drop them in the chat. But I'm actually going to move on to the next subject on my list, which is actually called the morning coffee. So this reading is for how much coffee you're going to need today, how much caffeine, how much of that morning brew is going to be needed today. Okay, and everyone in the room here is here with perfect timing, and I'm here to do readings for people with perfect timing. And also, I'd like to point out that my subscriber goal is 500. So if anyone would like to help out me, subscribe and get readings. That easy. Okay, next subject is morning coffee. King. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Alright. Money and the Law of Attraction. Again. Nice. Second time I've had this deck this morning. Okay. Subject is the morning coffee. Maybe it'll be something for you to ponder over your drink of choice. Lovely shuffle. I love lovely shuffles. They're so nice. One more? Can I get one more? I want one more. Come on. Close enough. Alright, so the morning coffee card. Okay, I want to harmonize with what I believe is good. I want to be the best that I can be. I want to do and have and live in the way that is in harmony with my idea of the greatest goodness. I want to harmonize physically here in this body with that which I believe to be the best or the good way of life. If you will make those statements and then do not take action unless you feel good, you will always be moving in harmony with your idea of which is good. So just enjoy your morning coffee knowing that I want to harmonize with what I believe is good. That's a good feeling for the morning. That's a good feeling to have with your morning drink. And I am putting away this deck, but do not worry, I have 13 decks, and they all have a lot to say. And I choose which deck gets to speak by drawing from this normal playing card deck. And I'm going to have tea here and check chat, so if you have any questions, drop it in chat. I have a subscriber goal of 500, which would help me out a lot. So please subscribe. And I'm going to have off-screen colder tea than this because this is still very hot. But I'm going to check chat now. Okay, I do not see anything new in chat, so we're gonna move on to the next. Oh, wait, we got more. We got more. And Seki says, absolutely, maybes used to work, but now we're to yeses, only 100. 100, yes. I love this positive vibe that Psychic is putting out here. It's very nice. And we're going to move on to the next subject, which is the mental energy of today. The mental energy of today. And everyone here is here with perfect timing, and I'm here to do readings with 4 people with perfect timing. So, next subject is mental energy. Mental energy 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. My Robin Wood Tarot is going to tell us our mental energy for today. And this is the tarot card deck, and I read these guys intuitively. The mental energy for the day. Okay, these cards are like butter to work with. They bridge so nicely. And they're very soft. So, mental energy today. Beautiful. Okay. Ooh-wee. Alright, so we have the 5 of Wands. The 5 of Wands. Five is conflict, and Wands is creativity and action. But this is more of a choreographed action. So they're not doing it out of aggression, but as a practice performance. And they've kind of mastered it, so no one's going to get hurt here. Nice. So that is our today's mental energy. It's very choreographed because you've practiced it so many times. And that's our mental energy today. I'm going to put this deck away, but don't go too far. I have 13 decks, and they all have a lot to say. So I use a regular playing card deck to choose who gets to speak. And I'd like to tell everyone who's watching that I have a subscriber goal of 500. So if you would subscribe, that would really help me out, and you get to come into the live streams and get readings. That's fun. Okay, so I'm going to have my tea break. Not this tea though, it's still hot. I'm going to have my colder tea off the screen, and then I'm going to check chat. So if you have any questions, drop your question in chat and I'll get to you. Tea. I hope you are also all having your beverage of choice. Okay. I do not see any new chats in the chat. So we'll move on to the next subject, which is daily affirmations. And daily affirmations are better done by the Oracle cards. Alright, so everyone here is here with perfect timing, and I'm here to do readings for people with perfect timing. So go ahead and drop your chats in the... Go ahead and drop your questions in chat, and I will get back to them after this reading. The oracles are going to answer the question, what affirmations are best for the day? Number 3. 1, 2, 3. Trust your vibes. Trust those vibes. Trust your vibes. Okay, this is for the daily affirmation. Ooh, lovely. Daily affirmations. Daily affirmations. Daily affirmation is call on your angels. Call on your angels. Number 13. No, stay. Number 13. Number 13. Be aware that you have a personal team of guardian angels who are working directly with you to keep you safe and on track with your soul's karma and purpose. With their help, you have no need to feel lost, afraid, or concerned about your direction. Your angels are by your side, as well as above you, behind you, before you, closely watching over you and keeping you safe. You have angels who will connect you with the right support people and angels who will bring you presents. In fact, you have angels to protect, serve, and support you in every way possible. Even if you doubt their support, they're still there, keeping you safe every minute of every day. Take the risk of believing that you're protected and begin to relax and trust their ability to look after you. They will reveal their presence by giving you a sign you ask for it. If you ask for it, open your heart and mind to receive their gifts. So your daily affirmation is call on your angels because they're there to help you. Alright, so I'm going to put this deck away, but do not go far. I have 13 decks, and they all have a lot to say. And I choose which deck gets to speak by using a normal playing card deck. So, I'm going to check chat here soon. And I'm going to have tea, but this tea is still too hot, so I'm going to have off-screen colder tea. And if you would like to help out me, you can subscribe to the channel, and hey, you get notified when I go live, and then you can get readings. Isn't that cool? So, tea time and chat time. Tea is good. Okay, we have Chris crochets a lot. Yay! Good morning, Chris. Morning from San Diego. Yes. And Emerald35 says, hi, are these paid or free, please? They are free. However, if you would like to donate or something, you can go to my Etsy shop and buy something. But I do readings on the live stream for free. So if you do have any questions, you can drop them in chat. And I will get back to them, because I'm going to move on to the next subject so you're not rushed to make a decision right away. So our next daily subject is the creative spark for the day. And this is for all those creatives who need just something to spark your day. And everyone here is here with perfect timing, and I'm here to do readings for people with perfect timing. Creative spark. The creative spark, please. Which deck? Which deck? Oh! The cat tarot. Yay! I like my cat tarot. So the cat tarot is going to give our creative spark for the day. And this is a tarot card deck, so I read these intuitively. The creative spark for the day. Something to get your creative juices flowing this morning. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay. We have the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups. And we know that cats love sink water. They just love running water. But the card is 8. So this is achievement, expertise, and changes. And cups are emotion. So you have accomplished something emotionally. I think the next thing to do is to take that emotion that you've mastered and turn it into something. Because you need to express that. So whatever emotion that you epiphanied recently, take that emotion and manifest it in your art. Okay? And that is what the cards say. So I'm going to put this deck away, but do not go far. I have 13 decks, and they all have a lot to say. So I use a regular playing card deck to choose which one gets to speak. And if you would all like to help me out, you can subscribe, because my subscriber goal is 500 subscribers. And I'm going to check chat now, and I'm going to have tea, but not this tea, because this tea is still hot. So I'm going to have colder tea that is off camera while I check chat. Tea. Okay. Emerald 35 says, I would like to ask a question. I'm currently having a break and no contact with my partner. Is he the one for me or not? Who am I supposed to be with? Well, we're going to ask the cards. We're going to ask the cards that question. So, break contact. Having a break and no contact with my partner. Is he the one for me or not? Is Emerald's partner the one for them or not? Is Emerald's partner the one for them or not? Let's find out. Who wants to speak on that? Is Emerald's partner the one? Or should they move on? Who knows? Who knows? The cards know. Cards always know. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Trust your vibes. Trust your vibes. That is the name of the Oracle deck. So we're going to find out, is this no contact partner for Emerald? Is this current partner someone that Emerald should try to get back with? Is it someone they should move on from? Let's find out. That's a good arch. We're going to keep that one. Name your higher self. Okay. That's number 35. Name your higher self. Okay. You can creatively bypass your ego and conscious mind and tap directly into your higher self by giving it a personal name such as Tom or Betty or Michael or simply HS. The name you choose isn't important. My higher self is named Sam. We talk regularly, and I learn a lot. I know it sounds silly, but it works. Naming your higher self makes conversations with it much more intimate and opens the door to higher vibrations and perspective in a fun way. You can ask for guidance in any situation, though asking a dear or trustworthy friend for advice. You can speak to your higher self out loud, often I do, or through writing. Once it has a voice, it will freely respond whenever you call upon it. Ask it by name what it feels is best for you right now, and then listen as it responds. The more specific your question, the more specific the answers. Don't let your ego block this powerful technique for accessing higher vibration. Lighten up and give your higher self a chance to speak. You'll enjoy this new perspective. So from that answer, I'm going to say that continue with the no contact for now and try to contact your higher self about the situation. But it doesn't look good for this current partner if they're telling you to talk to yourself. So that's what the cards say. And don't go too far. I have 13 decks, and I choose who gets to speak by using a normal playing card deck to choose who gets to speak. And I'm going to have more tea and check chat here in a moment. And if you'd like to help out, please subscribe. And hey, you'll know when I go live, and you'll get readings. Isn't that fun? That is very fun. So I'm going to have tea, but not this tea. This tea is still too hot. I'm going to have off-camera cold tea as I check chat. And Emerald says, thank you for the reading. Well, you're very welcome for the reading. And I wish you good luck. Tea. I hope you all are enjoying morning tea. And I'm going to move on for the next subject of the day, which is the social circle. The social circle subject is what friends, family, or co-workers you have in your social circle. So we're going to do a reading on that. And everyone here is here with perfect timing, and I'm here to do readings for people with perfect timing. So this is the social circle subject for today. King 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Again, the money and the law of attraction cards. This is the third time today, guys. This is the third time you've had this stage. Okay. So, the social circle. The social circle. Again, this is for your friends, family, co-workers, your social circle. Who do you talk to often? Social circle. Okay, my attention to unwanted attracts more unwanted. For every pleasing thing, there is an unpleasant counterpart. For within every particle of the universe is that which is wanted, as well as the lack of which is wanted. When you focus upon an unwanted aspect of something in an effort to push it away from you, it only comes closer, because you get what you give your attention to, whether it is something that you want or not. It is up to you to focus upon and attract what is wanted. So, look at your social circle and make sure these are the people you want in it. Because your attention to the unwanted attracts more wanted. This goes along with the saying, your friends influence your energy. And that's what the cards have to say. And I am going to put this deck back, but do not go far. I have 13 decks, and they all have a lot to say. And I choose who gets to speak using a regular playing card deck. And if you would all like to help me out, you can subscribe. My goal is 500 subscribers. And right now, I'm going to have tea and check chat. So if you have any questions, drop your question in chat and I will get to you. And I'm going to have tea, but not this tea. This tea is still too warm. So I'm going to have the off-screen colder tea that I have and check chat. And Emerald says, thank you. I wish you the best for the channel and your subscriber goal. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Tea. Okay, so since there is no other chats, I'm going to move on to the next subject, which is romantic love. Today's romantic love. Today's romantic love. That is the subject. And everyone here has perfect timing. And I'm here to do readings for people with perfect timing. Ooh. That didn't work out so well. Let's try again. There we go. And if you'd all like, you can subscribe. I have a subscriber goal of 500, and that would really help me out. And you get free readings. I mean, what's better than that? Free stuff. Free stuff. We're all here on the internet for free stuff. You know it's true. Number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. The Octopus Tarot is going to tell us about our romantic love today. And this is a tarot card deck which I read intuitively. Romantic love. Today's romantic love brought to you by the octopuses. Romantic love. Let's see. The Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. New beginnings. If this is romantic love, it's the new beginnings. And it has the beginnings in also money and manifestations. So this is going to be something new, but something a little bit more grounded. A little less airy-fairy in the emotional world, and more grounded in the material world. So this next relationship is going to be something a little bit more physically substantial. Nice. And that's what the cards have to say for romantic love. And I'm going to put this deck away, but don't go far. I have 13 decks, and they all have a lot to say. So, I use a regular playing card deck to choose who gets to speak. And if you'd all like to help me out, you can subscribe. I have a subscriber goal of 500. So, you get free readings and I get subscribers, and everybody gets good stuff. So I'm also going to have tea and check chat. So if you have any questions, drop your question into the chat, and I will get to you. And I believe that now my tea is cool enough to drink. So I'm going to check chat now. And I hope you're enjoying your warm drip beverage of choice. Tea. Cat Mary says hello. Hello, Cat Mary. Welcome. Welcome. If you have any questions that you would like me to read, drop them in the chat and I'll get to you. And you can take your time with your question, because I'm going to just move on to the next subject of the day, and I will get right back to you. So our next subject of the day is physical energy. What is the physical energy today? And everyone here in the chat is here with perfect timing, and I'm here to do readings for people with perfect timing. And if you'd like to help me out, you can subscribe. I have a subscriber goal of 500, so you get free readings, I get subscribers. It works out for everybody. So, number 5 for physical energy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's going to be the Prisma Visions Tarot. And I really like this tarot card deck because when you take a suit and you spread it in order, you get a very lovely landscape picture. It's very nice. The subject now is physical energy for the day. Physical energy. Physical energy. Physical energy. Ooh, that was a good one. I'm taking that one. The physical energy for today is illumination. Illumination. Physical energy is illumination. And I read my tarot cards by intuition, so this is not even one of the classic tarot cards. Illumination. However, I do believe this is the Sun card equivalent, but it has a question mark. So the Sun, physical energy. So realization. Something in your physical environment is gonna bring you some illumination. And you're going to admire it. And it's not something you should glance at and go, oh, that's nice. I think you're going to want to really focus on whatever caught your attention and really appreciate it. Really appreciate this thing that caught your attention and made you happy. I think that is the physical energy subject for the day. And that's what the cards have to say. So I'm going to put this deck away, but don't go too far. I have 13 decks, and they all have a lot to say. And I choose which deck gets to speak by using a regular playing card deck to choose who gets to speak. So if you'd like, you may subscribe, and then you get notified when I go live, and then you can get free readings, and that would just help me out, and then I can give you free readings, and that's always fun. And I'm going to check chat here, and I'm going to have tea. So I'm going to now have this tea. It's cool enough to drink. And I'm going to check chat. Thank you, Cat Mary, for subscribing. I really appreciate that. And Cat Mary wants, can I ask for a message from my spirit guides? I'm at a crossroads. Yes, you can get a message. I will ask the cards what message they'd like to give to you from your spirit guides. I like that. Okay, what message does Cat Mary need from her spirit guides? Spirit guides, what do you have to say to Cat Mary? Spirit guides, what do you have to say to Cat Mary? Need a message from the spirit guides for Cat Mary. Six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Octopus tarot card deck. Alright. I just had you. Very good. And this is a tarot card deck, and I read my tarot cards intuitively. And when they pop from the box, they don't count, because this one always pops from the box. But it has yet to flip up, so they don't count. They only count when I'm shuffling. Okay, so any messages from Cat Mary's spirit guides. Any messages from Cat Mary's spirit guides. The Four of Wands. And wands are usually creation and action. And 4 is security, organization, and manifestation. 4 of Wands. The castle's important. Something about home. The foundation of home. I don't see anything wrong about the home, but something about the home. Something creative about the home. You organizing your home. Okay, so they want you to organize your home. They want you to organize the place where you sleep, the place where you eat, the place where you do your daily thing. They want you to organize your home. And that is what the cards have to say. I hope that helps you out, Cat Mary. And I'm going to put this deck away and don't go too far because I have 13 decks and they all have a lot to say. And I choose which deck gets to speak by using a regular playing card deck. And I'm going to check chat and have tea. And if you'd like to help me out, please subscribe. That way you can get notified when I go live. And then you get free readings because you're subscribed. Isn't that great? Ooh, excuse me. But again, I'm going to... Ooh, my golly. Okay, wow. I don't want to drink ants, so you're going to stay there. I'm going to have my cold tea. I'm very sad about that. Where'd you all come from? I don't like that. Ants on my drink. How dare you? How dare you? Alright, so I'm going to check chat. Okay, so no new chat. Wow, I'm very sad. I wanted that tea. But I have cold tea here, so I'm not entirely put out. I'm just a little surprised that they gathered so quickly. I mean, I do have honey in my tea. I do not like that they're there. Where'd you come from? Where'd you all come from? Alright, well, there is no new chat. But thank you again, Cat Mary, for subscribing. I'm going to get to the next subject, which is the environment. The environment is our next subject. You are all here with perfect timing, and I'm here to give readings to people with perfect timing. And our next subject, please drop your question in the chat, and I will get back to you. And please subscribe because my subscriber goal is 500, and then you get notified when I get live, and then you get free readings, and that's always really fun. So our next subject is the environment, and my environment has ants over it, and I don't know if that is, well, of course it's symbolic, but I really like that tea. I wanted to drink that tea. But the environment, besides ants. Number 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The crows have something to say about the environment. I'm going to have a little bit more tea, and then I will read the environment. My crow deck. My crow deck has things to say about the environment. Of course they do. The crows are a very good deck for environment reading. The environment. Okay, the environment. Community. Well, I have ants here, so community makes sense to me. And this is our environment. Number 10. Community. Here in the Seattle area, we have 3 big roosts. The largest, I believe, is the UW Botell campus. Each of these roosts serve as a community. It is a sanctuary. It is a place for the crows to retreat to in the evenings where they are accepted and comforted. Lean on your community. Lean into the groups of people who you feel most at peace with during times of friction or stress. When you pull community, think of it as a nudge to connect with a group that interests you. Not only will you find new opportunities there, you will become part of a group focused on a similar goal. Community may also indicate that you would benefit from examining your relationships within a group or belief system. Are your goals and beliefs in alignment with the group's philosophy? Do you remain within a community because it's simply part of your history, but your involvement or participation is limited, and as a result you feel disconnected? You may need to consider if the philosophy of a community that you no longer connect with is still impacting your decisions or your perception of events. So, the environment is your community, and you just need to take a look at your community and see if you feel welcomed and if your beliefs align with them. Alright, and that is what the cards say. Alright, I'm going to put this deck back, but do not go far. I have 13 decks, and I choose who gets to speak by using a normal playing card deck because they all have a lot to say. And I'm going to have tea and check chat, so drop any questions you have in chat and I will get to them. I'm going to have my off-screen colder tea here for today. Okay, I have no new chats, so I'm going to get back to the next subject, which is the weather. The weather. The weather. Whether you like it or not. Yeah, I got ants in my stuff now. Get out of here. Yeah, I'll get it later. Alright, so the weather. Oh, you have to go back, crows. You cannot hog the stage. The weather. This reading is the weather. How's the weather? What's the vibe of the weather? What's the weather going to be like today? The weather will be whether you like it or not. And everyone here is here with perfect timing. And I am here to do readings for people with perfect timing. So please subscribe, and hey, you get notified when I go live, and I give free readings. Isn't that great? Isn't that fun? Okay, the weather. Number 2. 1, 2. Ooh, the witch's chart for weather. Neat. And these are tarot cards, so I read these intuitively. And the subject is the weather. The weather. The weather will be whether you like it or not. And this is the box. Okay, so the weather's vibe today is Seven of Swords. 7 of Swords. And swords are thinking, and 7 is reflection, knowing, and inquiry. The weather. Reflection, knowing, and inquiry. So the weather is going to be mild because you're going to have enough thought to think about the weather. So it's going to be a very calm weather day. And that is what the cards have to say. And I'm going to put this deck away. But do not go far because I have 13 decks and they all have a lot to say. And I choose who gets to speak by using a regular playing card deck to choose who gets to speak. And please do subscribe. I have a subscriber goal of 500. And you get notified when I go live. And then you get free readings. So, yeah, everybody wins. Everybody wins. And I'm going to have a tea break and check chat. So, please drop your questions in chat and I will get to you. I have my tea off screen and check chat. I also hope you are enjoying your morning beverage today. Alright, since there is no new chat, I'm going to go on to my next subject, which is food. You know, food. What is the reading for food today? Because sometimes food is really good, sometimes food is really bad. We're going to find out what the vibe for food is today. And you are all here with perfect timing. And I'm here to do readings with people who have perfect timing. So please subscribe and you'll get notified when I go live. And then you get free readings. And that's always fun. But the subject right now is food. Food. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. the Prisma Visions Tarot. And I do like this tarot card deck. If you take a suit from this deck and line it up, you get a very nice landscape picture. It's always very fun to do sometimes. So the subject is food. The subject is food. The subject is food. The King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles. Well, the Pentacles are manifested things, and I would totally count food as manifested. So, if there's a king of food, let's see, intense, leader, focus, external mature, and the king is normally the master of the suit, the one who's mastered the soup, the suit. Well, maybe they have mastered soup because it's a really good day to cook stuff. It's a really good day to exercise your craft in preparing food. So be a chef and prepare your food today. It's a really good day for it. I think you'll be amazed at your own skills. And that's what the cards have to say about food. Alright, I'm going to put this deck away, but do not go far. I have 13 decks, and they all have a lot to say. And I choose which deck gets to speak by using a normal playing card deck. And please do subscribe to the channel, and that way you get notified when I go live, and then you get free readings, and that's fun for everyone. And I'm going to have tea and check chat, so please drop a question in the chat and I'll get to you. And I'm going to have my off-screen tea. Alright. Tea. And I hope you are all enjoying your lovely beverage of choice this morning. Okay, I have about half an hour more. We're going to move on to the next subject because there's no new chat. And our next subject is fitness. Our next subject is fitness. Fitness. And everyone here has perfect timing. And I'm here to do readings with 4 people with perfect timing. So please do subscribe and get notified when I get live, and then you get free readings. And it works out for everyone. Okay, number 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for fitness. The Supernatural deck. Yay! One of my favorite shows. What do the Winchesters have to say about fitness? What do the Winchesters have to say about fitness? What do the Winchesters have to say about fitness? What do the Winchesters have to say about fitness? Okay. The Hermit. The Hermit and fitness. You're going to do your fitness at your own pace. alone and at your own speed, and you're going to get the best results because you're going to find your own wisdom to your own fitness. And that is what the cards say today. So I'm going to put this deck away, but do not go far. I have 13 decks, and they all have a lot to say. So please... Wait, I got that line messed up. Here we go. So I have 13 decks, and they all have a lot to say. And I use a deck of 13 cards to pick which one gets to speak. So please subscribe to get notified when I go live, and then you get free readings. Isn't that fun? And I'm going to have tea and check chat, so please leave your questions in chat and I will get to them. Alright, off-screen tea. Tea. Alright, so I don't see any new chat, which is fine. I have subjects that we're going to go to, and their next subject is the financial report for the day. What is the financial report today? And you are all here with perfect timing, and I'm here to do readings for people with perfect timing. What is our... And please do subscribe. That way, when I go live, you get notified. And then you get free readings. And then I get subscribers. And it just works out, and everybody has a lot of fun. But our subject right now is the financial report. The financial report. Which deck is going to give our financial report? 1, 2. The witches. The witches are going to give us our financial report. And this is a tarot card deck which I read intuitively. Yes. Moved. Financial report from the witches. 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 The Ace of the Batons, which is the Ace of Wands. So our financial report is something beginning and something new. So you're going to be beginning something new for your financials. And that is our financial report. That is what the cards have to say. Alright, so I am going to put this deck away, but do not go far. I have 13 decks, and they all have a lot to say. So I use a normal playing card deck to choose which ones get to speak. So please subscribe and get notified when I go live. That way you get free readings and I get subscribers. And that works out so nicely. My subscriber goal is 500. And I'm going to have a drink of tea and check chat. So if you have any questions, please drop your questions in chat and I will get to you. Okay, tea is lovely. I thoroughly suggest it. And I do not see any new chat, so we're going to go to the next subject, which is shopping. Our next subject is shopping. Okay, shopping number 6. 4, 5, 6, which is the octopus turret. Also, please subscribe. My subscriber goal is 500. And you get notified when I go live. And you get free readings. And I get subscribers. And it just works out so well for everyone. So the octopus deck is going to tell us about shopping today. Should you buy that thing? Or should you hold off? That is what the octopus deck is going to tell us. And I read my tarot cards intuitively. So should you do shopping today or should you leave it in the cart? Okay, so it's the 9 of Pentacles. Very appropriate. The 9 of Pentacles. Well, Pentacles are obviously money. Fulfillment, nearing completion, and actualization. Alright, so this is the go-ahead to buy that thing. Go on, buy that thing. You can actually make that purchase today. Purchase that thing you've been wanting. And that's what the cards have to say. So we're going to put this deck away, but do not go far. I have 13 decks, and they all have a lot to say. And I choose which deck kits to speak by using a normal playing card deck. Excuse me. And please do subscribe. That way you get notified when I go live. And then you get free readings. And that works out for everyone. And I'm going to have tea and check chat. So please drop your question in chat and I will get to you. I'm going to have my off-screen tea today. Tea. Alright, we do have more chat. Yay. Margaret Retukara says, will I be able to get the protective order against my ex? I posted, good morning. Hello. Hello, Margaret. It's good to meet you. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the live stream. I will get to your question right now. Will I be able to get the protective order against my ex? Will Margaret get the protective order against their ex? Will Margaret get the protective order against her ex? We're going to ask the cards. Number 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The Crows. The Crows are going to answer whether you're going to get that protective order against your ex. Will Margaret get that protective order against her ex? Will Margaret get that protective order against her ex? Ooh, the crows say fear. Well, let's find out what they mean about that. No, I don't want you in. Actually, come on. Say present. There we go. So, will Margaret get her protective order against her ex? Number 18. Have you seen crows hanging around a scarecrow? I am sure they were once afraid of it, but over time, with knowledge, that fear disappeared. Are there old beliefs passed down from generation to generation that hold you back out of fear? Fear asks that you examine your beliefs. Are they in sync with reality? Are your decisions and actions based on old information that no longer holds relevance today? Sure, fear can save us from making painful or costly mistakes. However, if given too much power, fear also creates inaction and stagnation. Fear prevents our creative mind from exploring all possible solutions to our problems. When this card appears, you may consider looking inward and checking in to see where you are allowing fear to limit your potential. As the saying goes, fortune favors the brave. Just as the crows on the card reaps the benefits of a field of untapped potential, as the fearful crows hold back, you too have an opportunity where fear keeps others at bay. For you, the fearless, all you need to do is swoop in and seize the moment. So for Margaret, the protective order. Will they get it? Will they get the protective order is the question. Because it's not giving me the answer to your question. It's giving me that the reason you're getting the protective order is that you are scared. And this is a way to solve this. And you are doing the best thing to do, which is call your ex out on this. So you are doing the correct steps. And it is fear-based. But I am not getting a clear answer on whether or not you'll get it. But you're doing the right steps in getting there. So that is what the cards say. And I'll check back on chat here. What does that mean? He keeps doing things. Okay. Well, what I can do, Margaret, is see if another deck has more clarity on that subject for you. But at least I have a little bit more context on the situation from the cards. So I'll do a clarity pull for you. Put this one away. We're going to find out what that means. get the protective order against her ex? Will Margaret get the protective order against their ex? J, which is 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ask and it is given cards. Will Margaret get that protective order? There we go. Will Margaret get that protective order against her ex? Will Margaret get that protective order against her ex? Okay. What if Source were standing in my physical shoes? It is not your job to make something happen. Your work is to simply determine what you want. If we were standing in your physical shoes, our attention would be upon bringing ourselves into alignment with the desires and preferences that we have launched. We would consciously feel our way to alignment. What if stars were standing in your physical shoes? Okay. I really think that the future has not made this decision yet. I believe the cards are saying that you are still in the process of making this decision happen. But the cards have faith in that you can. You just have to figure it out. And that is what the cards have to say. You are in the process of making it happen. So I cannot say whether or not and predict the future, because it has not been set in stone whether you'll do it or not, because you are literally in the process of making all these things happen. But keep going at it. And that is what the cards have to say. Alright. So I'm going to check chat and have tea. Okay, and Margaret says, okay, thanks. And okay. And I hope that helps you out, Margaret. Keep going. Keep going, girl. Be strong. I know you're in a really rough spot. It's gonna be okay. Okay, and it's a me, Nimira. Hello. And I say, hello, Nimira. It's been a while. And Margaret says, is it just one question? No, you can ask as many questions as you like. If you have more, I welcome them. Just to let you all know, I only have 5 more minutes in this stream today, though. So go ahead and drop your question in chat. It's okay. Can I ask a question if possible? Will I start working at Ross this month? Will I start working at Ross this month? Let's ask the cards. Will Margaret start working at Ross this month? Will Margaret start working at Ross this month? And while I'm shuffling, I'm just going to remind everyone, please subscribe, because then you get notified when I go live, and then you get free readings. And it really helps me out, and everyone's happy. So, will Margaret... Oh, thank you, Margaret. I appreciate that. And Margaret also says, will I be able to work 2 jobs like I want? So will Margaret start working at Ross this month? That's what I have time for. Let's find out. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The moon. The Moonology cards have an answer. Okay, will Margaret work at Ross this month? Margaret wants to work 2 jobs. Okay, so your dreams need a practical plan. The full moon in Taurus. The full moon in Taurus. Full moon in Taurus. That's page 70. It's page 70. The full of the... Your dreams need a practical plan. Sometimes you need to weave a bit of magic, and sometimes you need to be practical. And sometimes you need to find a combination of the two. This card suggests that this is where you are now. You need to use the laws of attraction to draw in what you want. Excuse me. By imagining it, expecting it, and welcoming it. But you need to balance that with taking down-to-earth steps towards your goals. This isn't about wishing on the moon and hoping for the best. It's about making some... I need tea. Sorry. Alright. This is not about wishing on the moon and hoping for the best. It's about making something like a list of bullet points and about how to achieve your dreams. If you're asking about money, this card heralds a change of financial fortunes, depending on both your past actions and what you're expecting and therefore attracting. Attuned to the Moon says, write down 10 things you know are wonderful about you. And the additional meanings for this card is laziness could explain your current situation. If so, change that and own it. Chasing money doesn't work. You need to chase a dream. Jealousy or envy create negative energy and attract negativity. More exercise is called for. And the teaching is the full moon in Taurus is a time to get back to earth, to get grounded, to work through any negative feelings you've been dealing with, and to find a balance between being passionate and being overly intense. Money issues may come to a head at the time of the full moon in Taurus, but you can take this card as a sign to pay more attention to your cash flow no matter when you draw it. Sorry, that was my alarm. But I am going to answer your question. I'm going to say that from this card, you are taking the steps that you need to get your second job. So I'm going to say, yes, you're going to get a job. You're going to get your plan pulled together, and you're going to get what you need. Because I think you got the gumption in you to get what you need. So I really hope that helps out, Margaret. But that was my alarm, and that was my last reading. So I'm going to thank everyone who was at the stream. And I'm going to remind everyone to please subscribe, because then you get notified when I go live, and then you can get free readings. And that's always fun. So I'm glad it does help. I'm very glad. You go get a Margaret. You show them who's boss. So everyone, please have a wonderful day. And I will be back tomorrow at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'll see you then. Have a great day. Bye.